Hey, what's going on, guys? Rudy here with the Retro Universe, and I wanted to go ahead and show you guys my little setup that I have here. I guess you could call it my little retro corner that I have set up with my CRT and my PS2 for playing classic games for the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 1. And also, it is my VCR because it is a TV VCR combo, which I absolutely really love. I've shown it in other videos, but I wanted to give you guys just a quick little look at how I have it set up at the moment and just what I've done to go ahead and make those changes. So let's check it out. Okay, if you're anything like me, then you likely use a lot of your desk for a lot of stuff. So I was starting to run out of space here and having my CRT because it was hanging off the side of my desk. So half of the desk was, pushed back, and then the TV was kind of hanging out a little bit out, which made me a little weary. So what I went ahead and did is I had an old Walmart side table that I took off the legs, and what I did is I just ended up setting it here on my desk. And as you can see, it does still stick out, but now at least my TV is fully covered so that it has all the protection it needs so that it won't fall off the side. And it's heavily weighted on this side because of the back of the CRT, so that makes it nice and secure. So I'll make sure to usually have some VHS movies right here with me. I have Jurassic Park at the moment that I've been watching through. I also have my little iPod dock iHome set up here for whenever I want to listen to music on my iPod at my desk. I go ahead and use this thing. It's perfectly fine for what it is. I don't need it blasting super loud. Sometimes I just have it at low volumes if I'm doing other stuff. I'll go ahead and play music on there. And here I have my Retro Fighters Defender controller that I use. Now, I use this for the PS3, but I also use it for the PS1 and PS2. And it's really great because it comes with a dongle for the PS2 and PS1 that you can use. And speaking of PS2, here is my PS2 off to the side. Now, originally I did have it up on top of the TV, but now that I have this, I have enough space to be able to put it here on the side. So that's where my PS2 is housed now. So whenever I want to go ahead and pop in some games or something, I can go ahead and do that now here on the side. And thankfully with the wireless dongle for the Retro Fighters controller, it's all wireless. And the controller works really, really well with the PS2 games. And yeah, this is just my little setup here. And if you go ahead and turn it on, yeah, there it is. So it's on. And currently don't have any movies inside of there. I was super happy to find this at my Goodwill. I think it was like 15 or 20 bucks. And yeah, it's a little 13-inch, CRT TV with the VCR combo, which is super awesome. This is just my little corner. Everything else I also have, I have my Switch over here with my TV and my PS5 and PS3 underneath. But this is just for this little corner here. I just wanted to showcase you guys what it looks like whenever I want to go ahead and watch movies or play PS2, PS1 games on it. If I feel the urge to kind of swap out to my Nintendo 64 or something else, then I'll go ahead and do that. But this is currently what the setup looks like, and I have to say I am super happy to have this here. And like I said, this thing is great because now the TV's not hanging off of the side. It's nice and secure now on here, and I absolutely love it. Now, I know my setup isn't as fancy as other people's. I mean, some people have complete walls full of games and stuff like that. That's not really the aesthetic or the choice that I'm going with when it comes to retro games. It really is about nostalgia for me and just having the stuff that I enjoy. I'm not looking to seek out a full collection of anything like that. So it is what it is. I may not be having giant walls of video games behind me, but it's kind of how I like it. Being able to have a spot for like my cassettes and stuff back there and movies and my games is plenty enough for me. Just wanted to show you guys my little retro corner that I have here. And of course I always have a handheld or something near with me. Right now I've been doing a lot with the Miyoo Flip. I'm actually playing through Fire Red at the moment on the Miyoo Flip, and that thing's awesome. If you guys are interested in the Miyoo Flip, check out in the description. I have links on how you can go ahead and get your hands on one and a discount to be able to get that as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you have a great rest of your day, and we're halfway through the week. So yeah, see you guys later. Bye-bye.